Feel like the universe is sending you a message? The answers are in your hands. Explore tarot and oracle decks from Shadow's Light 1111 that can unlock your intuition and transform your soul's path. Don't just guess at life. Learn to read your life. If this video finds you, you should consider this deck to help you right now.
All right, today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to dive into a few really powerful messages from the Oracle deck by Shadow's Light 1111. Now, this isn't about predicting the future, not at all. It's about using these cards as a mirror for the wisdom that, let's be honest, we already have inside us. You can think of them as a kind of compass for navigating modern life. So let's see what truths they're ready to show us. So here's the path we're going to walk down together. First, we'll start with an invitation to the journey ahead. Then we'll get right into the cycle of our own personal energy. After that, we're going to explore what it really means to honor your own unique path. And to wrap it all up, we'll talk about the gentle and, yeah, sometimes difficult art of trust. It's like a roadmap for self-discovery. So let's get started. Okay, so our first stop is all about the ebb and flow of our energy. I mean, we live in a world that is constantly demanding something from us, right? So understanding how we can actually recharge and renew ourselves isn't just nice, it's absolutely crucial. And this first message, wow, it hits right at the heart of our crazy, busy lives. Resting is not weakness. Now, this is more than just a nice idea. It's a direct challenge to that hustle culture that tells us our value is tied to how much we produce. It reframes rest, not as a lack of work, but as a vital part of the work. Let's take a closer look at the artwork and see how it builds on this. You know, the details in this artwork are just so intentional, so beautiful. That soft candlelight immediately creates this safe, almost sacred space for renewal. And her expression, it's not one of guilt for stopping, is it? It's pure peace and self-acceptance. And those glowing wings, what a perfect way to show our own inner light, our spirit being lovingly recharged. And this is where the real story of this card comes in. It's for that person who is always pushing forward, who finally gives themselves permission to just pause. And in that quiet moment, they don't find weakness or laziness. They find their true, lasting strength. That's the transformation. So how do you actually do this? Well, here's a super simple habit you can try. Schedule just 10 minutes, that's it, of uninterrupted quiet time today. No phone, no to-do lists, just you being. It's a tiny act that makes a huge difference. All right, sticking with that idea of renewal, our next card gives us this incredible daily promise. Every sunrise is a second chance. It's such a simple but profoundly hopeful concept, right? A clean slate offered up every single morning. Psychologically, that idea of a fresh start is so powerful for breaking out of negative cycles. And the art here just captures that duality perfectly. I mean, look at this. That golden sunrise just floods the whole scene with hope and endless possibility. But notice the contrast. Her gaze is determined. She's facing the day with resolve. But her dark wings could represent the shadows of the past. Paired with that fiery hair of present passion, it suggests we don't just erase the past. We carry our whole selves forward into that new beginning. Really, at its core, this is a story for anyone who's ever been haunted by a mistake from yesterday. Just imagine that person waking up feeling heavy with regret, and then they see the first light of the sun and realize it's washed the slate clean. It's a daily invitation to let go of the past and step into right now. Okay, want to make this a reality? Here's the habit. The moment you wake up tomorrow, before your feet even hit the floor, take one deep breath and set one simple, positive intention for the day. That's it. You've just claimed your second chance. All right, let's shift gears. That brings us to our second big theme, honoring your unique path. This whole section is about self-acceptance, setting boundaries, and really, truly embracing your journey on your own terms. Okay, this next one, this can be a total game changer for so many of us. Learn to say no without apology. This isn't about being rude or unkind. It's about seeing boundaries as an act of self-respect, of self-preservation. It's about finally recognizing that your energy is a precious, finite resource. And just look at how the artwork backs us up. She's leaning on a strong tree, which is a perfect symbol for drawing strength and stability from your own deep roots and values. That peaceful landscape, that's not just scenery. It represents the inner calm you get when you honor your limits. And her expression, it's gentle but firm. It shows that you can set boundaries with kindness, not aggression. The story here is so powerful. It's for that classic people pleaser who, maybe for the very first time, says no to something that would completely drain them. And instead of that familiar, awful wave of guilt, they feel this surprising, powerful surge of self-respect. In that one moment, they take back their energy and their time. So you want to give this a try? Find just one tiny, small opportunity today to say no thank you, or even just not right now, to something that you know will drain you. Start small and just feel that sense of empowerment start to grow. Oof, this next message, it's like a direct counterattack to that anxiety we all feel in this hyper-connected world. You are not behind, you're just blooming. This is the perfect antidote to comparison culture, you know? That feeling that everyone else is hitting life's milestones faster than you are. Let's just sit with that for a second. You're not behind, you're just blooming. And the art, it just gets this idea so perfectly. That lush, unique foliage isn't some neat, orderly garden. It's a wild, personal ecosystem of growth. Her gaze is inward, introspective. She's looking inside for validation, not outside. And those flowers blooming in the shadows, what a beautiful metaphor for beauty that grows in its own time, under its own unique conditions. So the story this card is telling, it's for that person who's stuck scrolling, comparing their life to everyone else's highlight reel, feeling like they're falling short. And then they close the app, they take a breath and realize, my journey has its own sacred timing. I am exactly where I need to be. And for a daily practice, try this out. At the end of the day, just write down one thing you accomplished or one way you grew. It doesn't have to be big at all. Just take a moment to acknowledge and appreciate your own personal blooming. Okay, this brings us to our final theme, and it's the one that kind of pulls everything else together, the gentle art of trust. This is all about loosening our tight grip on control and just learning to have faith in the flow of our own lives. And here it is, our last card. It really weaves all these other ideas into one powerful act of just letting go. Trust in your timing and the plan. After we've learned it's okay to rest, to set boundaries, and to honor our own pace, this is the essential final step, releasing the need to control every little thing. The art here is basically a meditation in itself. The figure is standing up among the clouds, which gives this perspective that's way above the day-to-day worries. And I love this detail. Notice how she's holding the clock. It's loose. She's acknowledging time, but she isn't panicked or controlled by it. Her calm, knowing eyes, that's the peace that comes only from surrendering to the journey. So who is this card for? It's for the person who is just completely exhausted by their own anxiety, by that constant nagging need to control every single outcome. Just imagine them finally taking one deep breath, exhaling it all out, and just deciding to trust. To trust that the pieces of their life are falling into place exactly as they should, even if they can't see the whole picture yet. That is a moment of pure freedom. And that leaves us with one last question to take with us into the rest of our day. As you move forward, what is one thing, big or small, that you can choose to release control over and simply trust in the plan? A really powerful question to sit with.
Thumbs up the video. Share. Subscribe. Stay fearless. Shadows Light. 1111.